I'm a week in now. It's been pretty doozy so far. It's actually been sick. When you first get in, you're a bit like, what's really going on here? Because it's a very different way to transfer the knowledge than any modern studios and stuff like this. So here I am doing some of the Upa Yoga practices just before the class gets in. The coolest thing about it is you learn the practices that you then are able to do them every day and get better at them, and you know exactly how the best ways to perform them so that you can practice and get better and better and better yourself. One of the cool things about Upa Yoga is it's really helping you undo that tightness in the hips. And I say undo because we're born with really flexible hips, and then we lose it when you don't use it. When you don't use it, you lose it, you know? It does feel like as my hips become more and more open, I start to feel that sort of more childlike energy coming out of my hips because they can move so much freer, and it's not such a burden to just simply stand comfortably or to sit comfortably. It's getting more and more comfortable every day. Abhishek, who runs the studio, Yoga Sadhana, we were having a little chat in the park, and he said something that really intrigued me about the whole Hatha Yoga program.
I notice you struggle with sitting.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I do.
The whole focus of everything that we're learning in Hatha Yoga is to get you to sit with ease.
Yeah.
Comfortably.
Yeah.
Because only when you're sitting still and not thinking about your body that your energy is available to access the subtler dimensions of life.
Yeah. One of the best ways to choose a good teacher or guru, and this is actually something Sadhguru says, is to look at their face and see if it's working. And when I first came into the studio for the introductory course, I saw his face and I was like, okay, it's working. I did double check with him though, because they're actually wanting to know what on earth are you doing that's different than what I'm doing, and is it working? They kind of want to know, is it working? They might believe it's not, but somewhere in them they want to know if it's working. So, is it working, Abby?
Of course it is. Yeah. It's a positive cycle. The more yoga you do, the more conscious you are of your body and your body's functions.
I knew after meeting him that this was someone that was really using a very real and powerful technology because it was working for him. He's got a very youthful glow about him, and his skin is very clear and he's very calm, and I haven't really come across many yoga instructors in Sydney that carry, if any really, that carry that level of stillness and ease that he carries. So yeah, it was really, really cool. Every single morning I come in early, they are there doing their practices, and it's so sick to know that there's 3 teachers there, and they are all so devoted and dedicated to the Isha yoga programs and stuff. They're doing it every morning, and they're clearly loving it. Like they don't go, oh, I've got to do my practices. They're clearly enjoying and seeing the benefits of these practices. So yeah, I remember about 10 months ago I got quite ill after I ate a bunch of McDonald's. So we did this massive road trip. I ate 3 meals of McDonald's in one day.
Their marketing is so good, right?
And burgers are my favorite food at the time. And I got really hungry that next day. I thought of a burger, I didn't want it. I was like, ugh, it made me gag the idea of having a burger. And when you're sick, all of a sudden you know exactly what food you should be eating. I was looking at blueberries. I was like, that looks good. Looking at this like old gross sandwich or pizza or Uber Eats from some like random takeaway, like I don't want any of this at the moment. After that I knew that my body kind of knows what is good for it. And I just got to figure out to get into that way where I can be conscious of that all the time. I think yoga is going to help me do that.
Totally, yeah. And your awareness, as you rightly said, your awareness is always in that spectrum.
Yeah.
When you're pushed to sickness, you become more aware.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the spectrum is when you're super healthy, you become much more aware.
So yeah, I'm going to be doing heaps of vlogs for the next 2 weeks, taking lots of shots in the classes. I'll be obviously talking a lot about the stuff we're doing, the results I'm seeing. And yeah, generally it's just going to be a good vibe. So subscribe to the channel. You'll be able to see when new ones come out. Chuck it a like, support a local small Hatha yoga business. Ladies and gentlemen, Namaskaram.